Well, how about that? That's fun stuff. Let me check which network I'm on. All right. I will tomorrow switch networks here. This one's dropped in 3 times now. I apologize for that. And so quite frustrating, I know, and especially because I feel like it's just really in the flow today, and everything's to disrupt that is happening. Um, are we getting a bounce on the U.S. indices? No, I don't think so. A little bit of a bounce. That's not really much of a bounce. All right. So I want to go back to the pound Japanese yen. We'll make sure Mima's in the room first. Thanks, Jesse. Third time's the charm, I hope, Jesper. I'm not sure. We're getting wrecked today all over, right? But tomorrow I will use I'll switch to a different Wi-Fi network. I don't want to do it now because I don't want to lose you again. So, although I'm sure I will. But as far as the British pound Japanese yen, I do understand why you're focused in on this resistance up here and this support down here, because we've been in there since mid-December. And also we've actually been ranging between 139.41 since October. But this is a big consolidation, which means a big move is coming. And the only thing different over the last 3 months since we've been in this range, because as you get towards the bottom, right, I'm in the range, it's time to buy. Well, the only thing different now is the coronavirus. That's a pretty big variable. So, and that's why I wanted to look at the US dollar, Japanese yen, just to see that if we're breaking down out of there. If we lose, this is my barometer. It's holding right now, right? But if we lose that, if we do lose that level, that 109.71, I consider this a fail breakout. And then I think that you're going to see much further Japanese yen strength, and the play is not versus the US dollar. The play is versus other currencies. So I wouldn't be so. I'm not in a rush. I wouldn't be looking to buy this personally. Is it time to retrace? Well, we just broke down, so we might get a retrace into the resistance and that would be great, or not. So I don't know, but just be aware. Although we've been ranging here for quite a while, things are changing, and today was the first day that viruses outside of China were greater, the spread. That's this could continue to weigh on us. What happens when China goes back to work? I don't think they've gone back to work. What happens when they do? Are cases, once people start riding the metro, once people are interacting again, or are we going to see a resurge in cases in China? The situation is really messed up. So in this moment, due to the fact of what's going on, I personally would like to be able to look to sell any retraces into resistance. If they don't hold, then you get out. But I think we fall. I think these moves are going to be extended. I think the US dollar moves are going to continue to be extended. I think the Japanese yens are going to continue to be extended. We haven't yet failed. We're holding the level right now. But look how long it held. It never failed. If it does, you could see some further Japanese yen strength, which is why I want to talk about the euro Japanese yen right now, because the euro has been bid. I don't think that euro bid is going to continue at all. And especially versus the US economy, right? And I think that this is an opportunity to look to start positioning in for euro US dollar shorts. And same thing here with the Japanese yen, as we've got this big retrace and we're coming into this area of resistance, and it's between market right now at 120.71 and this resistance up here at 121.37. That's about 50, 60 pips. This is pretty strong resistance up here. I would be extremely surprised if we broke this out, especially if the yen fails that breakout, right? If we see that yen strength continue, I think this is an opportunity to look for sells. I really do. I think this is a good place to get to be able to get short here, and that's what I'm going to be looking for. So U.S. markets are getting destroyed. DXY down to 98.52. We're into our pocket. This looks good for us. We like that. So I expect we're going to test the lower band of that pocket, which I have at 98.40. All right. Again, there's the possibility we come down and test this trend line over here. I could see also the resistance right there. I could see that support right there. So that coincides with that trend line. That puts me kind of, I think, look at that. We're coming up now into the first area of resistance. I don't think we come up here and test. That's pretty strong support up here. But nevertheless, if we do, hey, listen, I could be wrong, but I'm going to be selling it. All right, it was a good session today. I'm sorry about all of the breakdowns. I really am. That's annoying. It's annoying for all of you, and I do apologize. We're getting that bounce in all of the altcoins we spoke about yesterday. It's not much of a bounce though, but we did talk about it. When I say it's not much of a bounce, it's not much of a bounce because they've been wrecked. I don't know how far they're down. It's like 30% or more in just a few days. So that's not really a bounce, but they are bouncing from where they were. And I don't know if there's a good chance they get sold here. Same thing on Bitcoin. You know, after losing the 91, I'm less bullish on Bitcoin, meaning I don't think we lose 82, right? But I think right now we're consolidating between these two. You've got to get back above 91 for me to change my mind and get a little more positive about it. But right now, I think we're just going to be consolidating in this area. If we do get back above, then I will be a little bit more bullish biased. And obviously, near term, meaning 3 months out, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. I don't think we lose 85. If we do, 82. I'm sorry. I don't think we lose 85. If we do at 82, I am a definite buyer. Maria, I'm sorry about that. It's been a terrible, awful day. I will use a different Wi-Fi network on the network tomorrow. I thought I was using the right one today. I can't understand why in the office here I have 3 different networks, all off of one router. Is there anything else anyone wants to look at today? Look at that euro. Hanero pointed out earlier that the euro has made so far. Its average true range is, I guess, around 40 or 50. Let's see what it is. $50. So it's already up double its average true range. So lots of expansion going on there. Oh, awesome. Me too, Wilfred. I would love that. Let's take a look at all of there's a lot to look at then. We'll take a look at it all. We'll start with the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. And when I'm looking here at the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, it's just to give you a heads up, the New Zealand dollar is very similar, actually in a little bit worse shape. So this looks very bad. This looks very bad over here. We've lost this important support over here today. You can see that we lost the support right over here. And once we lost the support, we've come up, we've already tested it. It's so far holding as resistance. If we reverse off this and start making lower lows, I think it's a good trade. I do not think that I don't think it's on the horizon of any type of turnaround from the current environment we're in, meaning I think that the situation is going to get worse before it gets better with the coronavirus. I don't think that anyone is looking for any type of recovery at this moment. Actually, what I think that we're looking for is a worsening of all the global markets. I think that's why you're seeing oil pricing accordingly, the Swiss franc, the Japanese yen. I don't think this move ends anytime soon. And actually, I think it can get much worse, much worse. So as we're now taking out this important area of support over here, right? As long as it holds as resistance, price starts resuming back downwards. It's time to actually get short off there. This is a place to reposition for the short. If you don't get the signal, if you don't make a lower low and you don't get a sell entry, if you don't make a lower low than the previous 8-hour price bar, or maybe if it happens in the next 2 hours on the 4-hour price bar, right? Either way, you know where you're wrong, right? You have a tight stop in this situation. Why? Because if we do clear this area, if this is a false break, we might have an opportunity to get short off here, right? And that's an area you want to look at to get short for sure. But right now, we have a breakdown of an important support level. We've broken down, we're testing the broken support as resistance, and if we resume downwards, that's an entry. Renee, the pound, Australian dollar. I went ahead and I drew in this area of support and this trend line. As long as we hold above this trend line over here, you got to remain bullish here. Australian dollar, don't forget, is probably going to see much further weakness. The Australian dollar should continue to be one of the weakest of the currencies. So even if the pound has some problems, probably better than the Australian dollar. This might be a buying opportunity here. Versus the pound. So again, we were looking at the pound Japanese yen. I expect the yen is going to be stronger, considering we get that breakdown we're looking for on the US dollar Japanese yen 109.71. We break down there. I expect the yen will continue to snowball and strengthen. I expect the yen will be stronger than the pound. I expect the dollar will be stronger than the pound, but I expect the pound will be stronger than the Australian dollar. And as long as you're holding this this trend line over here, it's very bullish. The support over here, you're bullish. You're in an area over here where if price reverses, you could actually get long. And you can see there's not much to the upside in the way if we resume out of there and start making new highs. All right, we got something over here at 1.995, and then you have 205, and there's a lot of room to the upside if the Australian dollar continues to depreciate, which it could. Just use and lean off of this trend line over here. We'll look at the pound Canadian dollar next, which also should be a very similar situation. But I just want to check out if we're getting a bid here. And we are. Now that it's the euro strong and the euro strength that you're seeing. And whether or not that's the Swiss bank intervening or not, the move will be short-lived, right? Is this an area to look to short? I don't, again, the Swiss bank doesn't play very fair. So it's kind of jumpy trading this. Just be aware, it's kind of jumpy trading this. This yellow line though, however, if that's where we trade to, I'll watch how price reacts off of that. That would be a place that I would be interested in considering a short. But you're coming into resistance right now. Let's see if this holds today or if it's rejected, right? You got a lot of traders looking for the Swiss bank intervention over here and trading off of that, but you could get burnt. Prefer people track this one rather than trade it. Nice. I do believe. Oh, by the way, I do believe anything will get sold. Any rallies will get sold. But I have over here, I don't know why it's not on this chart, but 30-20, that's my area of support.